Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I decided that I'll, go ahead and get started early. Well, I'm not going to start. I'm just going to hang out a little bit and give everyone else an opportunity to get in as early as they possibly can. How's your weekend coming along, guys? How's your weekend coming along? Let me know if you can hear me okay. That'll be greatly appreciated. Yeah, like I said, I'm just giving everyone an opportunity to get in. To get in here and hang out with us, guys. This is the hangout. This is going to be the webinar. You know, three things that every artist and every musician should know. You know, we're going to get into, quite a few topics or quite a few things. I said that, the three things that every artist and musician should know rather is just the bread and the meat of the matter. But there's several other things, guys, that I'm going to share with you today too as well. And I hope that you use this information that I'm passing down to you, this informative, detailed information that I'm giving to you, that I'm passing down to you as a precious jewel. I ask that you utilize it in your everyday life, and become greater, because there's no accomplishment that can't be achieved or that you have set your foot forward uh, towards walking into your destiny. There's nothing that you can't achieve. Always strive to become overachievers. To become overachievers and not, don't be the strider, as I always say. Be the striver, guys. So, how's everyone doing? Let me know. How's everyone doing? We have about 3 more minutes, guys, before we get started. 3 more minutes, guys, before we get started. Just 3 more minutes, guys, before we get started. Just 3 more minutes, guys, before we get started. I see that we have one viewer. How are you today? Okay, guys. Now, We're about to get started. Once again, like I said, I hope everyone is feeling great today. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling phenomenal. I'm feeling incredible. And I hope that you are as well. I hope that your weekend is coming along very well. You guys be safe out there. Don't drink and drive, and don't be negligent. Do things in a way that they should be done, because you want to be safe. You know what I mean? You want to be safe. Someone loves you out there and they wish to see you, again, and they wish to continue seeing you on a day to day. So, be safe out there, guys. Whatever you're doing, things are we living in a very, critical time right now. So, hey, things get real critical. So, be careful. That's my advice to you. You know, um, Now, like I said, we're gonna get started. Today's topic is three things every artist and musician should know. Okay, three things that every artist and musician should know. And I bet that you're probably wondering, what is this guy talking about? What has he been talking about for several days now? I'm anxious to know what this gentleman is talking about. Hold your horses, hold your horses. Just stay right here with me. I need you to zoom in. I need you to focus on exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you or what I'm going to be giving you today. Now, I have something for the artist. I have something for the entrepreneur, the independent artist. And I also have something for, you know, uh, those of us that, mainly, it's music, art, the artist, the author, the fashion designer. I have something that I can share with all of you guys. So this is for you. Now we're gonna get right into it. Now we're gonna talk about music first and foremost. Me being a musician, us being a community of musicians, uh, being singers, songwriters, we're gonna get into that first. And many of us, well, even myself, like once upon a time, I was wondering, like, hey, like this guy or this person was extremely rich at one point in time, or they were extremely successful at one point in time, and I oftentimes found myself in ponderance, saying to myself or thinking like, what happened? What happened? It's an excellent artist. What could have happened? What happened for this person to no longer be in the position financially that they were once before? And as I said in Friday, as I said in yesterday, as a matter of fact, yesterday's video, as I was giving you guys the friendly reminder, we understand, that things happen, but don't don't lose sight of what you're doing all the sacrificing for, because you wish to have a better life, and to come from a situation where money was tight, or we probably weren't even doing things that we wanted to do to earn a living or a decent living for ourselves before coming into the business, which many of us have done. you know I mean, for us to elevate our game to that point only to walk away with nothing. And I was in ponderance about it, and I was like, what could have possibly happened? For one, we become poor foolish with money, just throwing the money, throwing money around, doing things, excessively, doing things that, uh, you know, doesn't require that kind of attention, partying too much, things like that happen. You live, your lifestyle change, you live in a better lifestyle, and that pretty much comes with it. But you have to, I'm not into money management or anything like that, or I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just saying there's several things to take place for a situation for that to occur, a situation as that to occur, causing them to uh, causing them to uh, financially just be, to take a a decrease, a financial decrease or depletion. So now this is one of the things that could have happened. The rip off, okay? The rip off. Do you know what the rip off is? The rip off is a 360 deal, guys. Have you ever heard of a 360 deal? Let me know if you guys have ever heard of a 360 deal. And do you know how they work? Now, uh, I'm going to explain it to you. The 360 deal. Okay, now these days record companies not only want this, they not only want to sign you for record releases, they want a cut of everything: songwriting, merchandising, and gig money, and anything else you do. So their hands are in pretty much everything that you're doing. To be honest, I was surprised they didn't do this before. I think it was because it looked like such an obvious ripoff previously. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Now, this is someone that was involved in a 360 deal. Okay. Now, to be honest, I was surprised they didn't do this before. I think it was because it looks like such an obvious ripoff previously, it couldn't have been justified. But they are not. They are now pleading poverty due to piracy and saying they can no longer invest in new acts unless they stand a chance to recoup their investment. And the only way to do this is get a cut from everything. So if they invest any of their money into you, nowadays that's what's going on. If an artist had talent, or if a singer, a rapper, songwriter, musician, if you had talent, once upon a time, the company or the record company executives, they would take a chance with you. Not any longer. Not any longer. Because, in a way, it's business, true indeed. And I can kind of understand that because several artists, you know, uh, in the past, their records flopped, and they weren't really finding the talent that, there was a shortage on great talent. There was a shortage on the talent that was needed in order to them to sustain their financial, position. So now it's, okay, I give you something, but you give me everything, you know. So now this is all going into why most artists you see that were once in a financial, a financial position or standing that was wonderful. Now they're struggling, to get a hit record. Not only struggling to get a hit record, but their everyday life. Most of them live a common lifestyle, like many of us that are on our journey. They passed us on the way up, or they were on their way up, and now they're on their way back out. On their way back down. You know what I mean? And it's like it's an overnight process almost. And I don't really understand, that, but there's ways to avoid this from happening, guys. You know, you just got to be responsible and stand on your own. Or you can even sign with the indie label. If you sign with an indie label, you can. There's a chance that you can win with that indie label. But anytime you're dealing with a major label, in most cases, guys, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but anytime you're really dealing with a major label, oh, you're gonna pay the price. You better believe that. You hear me? You are definitely going to pay the price. You're gonna pay, and that's for sure. So you have to clarify, and uh, you have to be precise in your details and what you are. It depends on what caliber of artist or person that you are as well, because if you don't have much that you can offer an artist, not an artist, but a major label, they're not trying to hear that. You can negotiate. It's according to what you have though, or what you're currently doing. Numbers don't lie, guys. Numbers don't lie. So get your numbers up and everything else if that's what you wish to do, to sign with a major label. You know, so if you think that you're gonna be an artist or a songwriter with no leverage or hardly any experience, if you think you're going to walk in there and talk to conglomerates or talk to record company executives, thinking that you're going to demand these things or demand this or demand that or negotiate this and negotiate that in your favor, you can forget about it. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. Even some that are are fairly successful as indie artists that decides that they want the major label to come in, you know even then, you know because something is missing. You have to definitely, you have to you have to have what it takes to really make those kind of demands, guys. You know what I mean? If you really have what it takes, they'll negotiate it. But if not, they're not going to do anything on your by your requests. They're not going to do anything that you requested them to do. Because at that time they feel like, hey, you need me, I don't need you. So that's kind of like where it stands with an artist trying to negotiate terms of a contract that uh, they have no leverage or they have no grounds to do so. You're not even in that realm of artist, or you don't have those kind of numbers. You don't have that kind of fan base. You don't. You have to have these things in order for them to negotiate something that's in your favor. So back to it. To know the music business mindset, you only have to look back to something called packaging deductions. Now, remember that packaging deductions. This was a staple in any music business contract where the record labels deducted 10% of your money for possible breakages and returns. People stood for it because they had no choice, even though the 10% was obviously a ripoff. But when downloads came along, the labels, see, download. When downloads came along, the labels were shown up for the sharks. They are, because they still had it in the contract. But wait a minute, downloads don't have packages that can be broken, but they still taking that 10% though, right? Check it out. It finally came out of the contract, and with the cost of music in general coming down as well, they had to come up with something new to fill the shortfall. So the 360 deal was born. You see that? You see that? Like, like, I mean, it's like a lose-lose situation, guys, with a 360. You know, you can be very successful with very successful with a 360 deal, but it'll almost be as if you're working minimum wage, no matter how many records you sell, guys. You know what I'm saying? You can sell as many records as you want. It's still going to be like you're working for minimum wage. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. So I mean, be careful of the deal that you sign. And, like I said, there's 360 that you can negotiate to, the terms of the contract. So don't just lose faith instantly thinking that, oh, it won't happen. No, it'll happen, but you have to negotiate your terms, the terms of the contract. And in most cases, it won't be favorable for you. It's according to how you do your business and according to what kind of artist and what you already have established, in order for them to negotiate that 360 deal. Okay. So now we're gonna get into, don't, I'm gonna tell you too, don't don't give away your music on these websites either, guys. You know, you have to live. You have to live. So stop giving away the music, for free downloads. And if that's what you wish to do, that's fine. But if you wish to, it's about survival out here too, guys. You know what I mean? And that's your art. It costs money for us to go in the studio to record these records. It's nothing free. It's not free. There's nothing free about music. you know, being the artist or being the musician or being the rock band or being a band, you know, there's nothing free. Even for the fashion designer or the author, you have to pay for publication. You have to buy the materials. You have to pay for the paper. You have to pay for the covering, of your book, your backs and fronts of your frontals and stuff like that. You have to pay for that. And it's not right and it's not fair. I'm not really about fairness, but it's not right for someone to take your craft or to take your creativity or your creativeness and to just and to a way when it just benefits them. Oh, okay, I bought the book. Well, okay, he gave me a book. I'm gonna read it, but I'm not gonna do anything else with it once I read it. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me this book. You know what I mean? Thank you. I appreciate you. Or, hey, I just created a dress. Hey, I just created a blouse that this is for the fashion designer. I think that is wonderful. you know it took me probably about it took me maybe a month and a half to create this. I used my own sewing kits, and I used my own designs. I took time out with this. I used my own fabric. I had fabric made, of a certain texture that I like, or that I felt I needed for this project or for this item. So now you have someone. Okay, you're sharing your material, and you're not a brand name like that. You know what I mean? So they you go unknown, and then you're in a position where you feel like, okay, hey, let me lower the price on this item. Now you have rainbow prices. You know what I mean? Or now you have clearance rack prices, for something that you took time and put time and effort into. Now you're selling your blouse for $9.99 or $12. You know what I mean? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Respect yourself first. Respect your art. You know what I mean? And then everything else follows. You know why you put time and effort into that creation, and creating that. Why would you do that? Don't do that, because there's people, and I'm going to tell you guys, for the author, for the musician, for the songwriter, for the architect, anybody creative. If you're creative in any way, listen to me. Never, and I'm going to get into that too. Never be afraid to be emotional when it comes to setting your price. Okay, be an emotional price setter. You know what I mean? Because this is the thing. The world is humongous. The world is big. The world is huge, and its capacity is billions of people. Okay? So, with that being said, someone, somewhere will purchase your item. Someone, somewhere will purchase your CD or your album. Someone, somewhere will call you saying that, hey, we're ready to build something. We need your help. You know, so don't be afraid to get emotional or to be emotional with your price range. If you have a blouse, that you created and you want to set the price range for, hey, $75, $150, hey, that's your choice. It's more about what you put into it. You know, don't just do. Let me say it like this: don't do something if you're not passionate about it. You know, passionate design requires a passionate compensation. See, so with that being said, stop giving away your music on someone else's site. If you're gonna give away music, let it be on your site. It's okay for you to be hungry and when you first started, but then after a while, it gets old. It gets old. All you're doing is just posting music onto other people's sites, and in most cases, you're not even getting paid for the streaming like you should because you have to go through Sonar and you have to go through these companies, and sometimes these companies won't even give you an actual update or insight of how much money was made while streaming, and then you have to pay a rate just for them to release the money, for the publishing, and it's crazy. Why would you have to pay for your publishing? It's your music, with streaming for these, streaming these sites, you know, you download or you upload your music, you're making a fraction of a penny for your record, and then you have to pay $75, $100 for them to release your publishing. Not just the money that you're making on the writer's tip, but you have to send them $75, $100 just for them to release your money yearly. Why? It doesn't make sense. You have to spend your money. You have to spend money just to get your money. Come on, it don't make sense. So don't play yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't play yourself. Be smart about it. If you want to stream music or if you want to put your music on SoundCloud or wherever, Bandcamp, Spotify, wherever you feel comfortable, iTunes, wherever you feel comfortable putting your music. Of course, you can get lots and lots of people to listen to your music. But this is the thing. Are you looking for an easy way out? Are you not willing to do the groundwork yourself to accomplish your goal? Or are we just looking for everyone else to do it? Okay, you have a wider range or you have a wider, you know, the reach, you know what I mean? Far as the reach and the demographics may be different, true indeed. But at the same time, you're giving your music to somebody to do a job that you can do yourself. It's okay if you want to do it, but don't make it a habit if you wish to succeed because everyone else is buying yachts with your music. Think about it. Just think about it for a second. Now, you have people that listen to music every day, and we are the artists, right? We submit our materials to these different companies or these streaming services or whatever. Okay. Now, we're streaming our music. We're happy with 99 cents. We're happy with a dollar 29, right? Okay. But every individual that has a subscription with that, not the vocal, not the musician, okay, but anyone else that has a subscription with this company, they pay monthly. And there's millions of users that has a subscription with this company to listen to your music, right? Okay. And they're listening to your music free. Now, it's not free. They're paying $10 for a subscription, but there's millions of artists that's within that group in which they subscribed, right? And they can listen to whoever's music they want to once they pay that amount of money or that fee. They can listen to whoever you want to, and they listening to you, and you ain't getting paid. But the company, on the other hand, they get $10 from this person every month, every month for subscription. They are being paid $10, $11, or whatever their price rate price or their rate may be for subscription to become a member. Now, your music is available to millions and millions and millions of people. But this is the thing. They're streaming, but you're not getting paid. You're getting paid pennies for the streaming, true indeed, but they're not downloading your record. Okay? So you won't get 99 cents. You got to have 99 people listen to your music or stream your music just to make 99 cents. When on the other hand, the people that you gave your music to, they're buying yachts. They're buying yachts while you probably don't even have a car, or probably just trying to buy a car, or you probably don't even have a home. Maybe you're living in a studio apartment, but everyone else is getting rich off of you. Why? Why would you do that? You're putting your music, we're putting our music in the hands of other people, being lazy, not wanting to do the work ourselves, guys. It sounds good. Yeah, man, yeah, I got a song on this, I got a song on that, with this streaming service and that streaming service. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. For one single, why would you sell your single for 99 cents? I've done it, and I'm still doing it. I have music on several social sites or streaming sites. Why would you do it? 99 cents? $1.29 for one record? There's labor, there was labor for the creation of this record. That's all you get out of the deal. So what are they making? It's not about what they're making, but just think about it. What are they making for the actual single? $5, $4.99, but you only get $1.29 out of that? You know what I mean? Think about it. And say you do great with album sales, streaming your music online. You got to pay a fee just to just to release your money. It's your money, but for your publishing, you have to pay them again. And then every year after that, you have to pay them again. As long as your record is there, you got to constantly or continuously pay them annually. There's an annual fee. Why? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Why would we do that? So, with that being said, guys, stop giving your music away. Don't give away your music. You know what I mean? Make it do what it do, guys. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I mean? If that's what works for you guys, that's fine. If that's what works for you. But there's a better way than to do it, do it that way. I mean, cover all your bases at once and do that. That's fine too. That's fine too. But I told myself, if I can help, I'll never stream another record again, because it's too many. It's too many. There's too many. I feel like this. If you want to deal, okay, if you want my record, you deal with me first, okay? And after that, I don't care who, you got whoever else want a piece of the action, they got to pay too, you know? So if you feel this is a hot record, you got to come to me. You know what I mean? And you stream it. Listen, make a deal. Make deals, man. Every way you can. You want this record? Okay. Hey, you pay me for this record. So many million. You pay me for this record to stream it. And hey, I have the flexibility. I could share it with whoever I want. You know what I mean? So if that's what you want to do, you want in on the action, come on with it. Come on with it. Bring your bag with you. Come on with it. Bring your bag with you. Any other streaming company or whoever else want to get some action, come on, you bring your bag with you too. You know what I mean? Now, you give me what I'm asking. I no longer have to promote it because it's in your hands now. You know what I mean? I already made pretty well with it before you even came about. Same thing applied to a record deal. You know what I mean? So stop. Listen, guys. Stand for something or fall for nothing. You know what I mean? Everybody else buying yachts with your music and going on vacations and everything else, man. But you the one that don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have anything. And if you do, it's not much or what you wish. Stop being lazy and stop giving people, power of attorney. Stop giving people, your responsibilities to handle or your duties or it's your responsibility, to control your destiny, man. Stop giving people, that kind of power or authority over you. You create that problem yourself. We create that problem ourselves. You know what I mean? It's cool. It sounds good when it's a trend, but when you think about the harsh reality of it, you know, it's not worth it. Really, it's not, guys. It's not worth it, man. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Everybody else getting rich with you, and it's your music that everybody else is listening to and using. You know what I mean? Everybody else getting rich with you. You know what I mean? And if you are getting rich, you'll never have as much as the person that you gave it to. Think about it. Why? Because you allow them to do all the work for you. Man, a slow quarter is better than a fast dollar, man. Stop being lazy, man. Do it the way it's supposed to be done and stop being lazy. That's all. Now, I'm going to get into, as I was talking about art and I was talking about fashion design earlier, okay? I'm going to get into that a little bit. Now, if you feel that your work is worth the price or the asking price, don't be afraid to let it be known. And I mean, don't be ashamed either. You know what I mean? Because it's your art, it's your design. It may move a little slower, but by the time, and it's not a competition either. It's your passion. If you sell hats or whatever it is you sell, that's your brand. That you put your time into that. Think about it. You 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 lower the price on this item. You may sell more, but you make less at the same time. Wouldn't you rather sell less of the item and make more than to sell more and make less? Think about it. It's a no-brainer. Think about it. You'll sell more, but it's still almost the same thing that you're making. They're just going faster. You know what I mean? They're just going faster because of the price. So now you have to sell 4 or 5 of this item just to make what you would sell one for. You know what I mean? You have to sell 4 or 5 of this item just to make up the price, for just this one item that you have. When you can, opposed to you selling one item and making what you just sold 5 of them for. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. Why would you do that? It might be a little slower. Like I said, a little slower is good. But one day, just like the first, the third, and the 15th. One day, guys, you know, and you know where I'm going with that, you know. So it'll come through. Don't 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 be discouraged, guys, at all. Hang in there, okay? It'll come in there. Important, important. Emotional pricing is not for beginners. Did you hear that? Emotional pricing is not for beginners. It requires a certain level of creative accomplishment as well as knowledge of your market. So, like I was saying in the friendly reminder video yesterday, just don't go out there just doing anything or putting anything together and feeling that you can succeed, you know, or feeling that you can give outrageous prices and trying to rip people off. If it's not worth it, they're not going to be interested, guys. You know, but if they see something and they respect it, because you have a lot of people that's out there that are supporters of indie artists, supporters of fashion designers, supporters of authors of different books, and you have people that are dedicated to it. And if you provide the people with quality, you know, with quality music, quality sound, quality fabric, or quality design, no matter what it is, you know, they will always support you. You know, I don't care if you bake cakes. You know, I have a relative that bake cakes or whatever, and they are delicious. I don't mind paying the price, you know, for one of her cakes, you know, because they are so moist and they are. I mean, they are absolutely delicious. So I don't mind doing that, you know. So you pay for what you want, you know what I mean. I've always been that type of person. If I want it, I pay for it, you know what I mean, regardless of what it is, you know. Now we ain't talking about relationships and partying now, because that ain't something I'm into, you know. But you know, if if I want it, if it's something that I feel I have to have, I'll pay for it, you know what I'm saying, because it's something that I want. And people, you have people that's out there that's the same way, you know what I mean. We have people that's out there that's the same exact way, guys, that love it, you know, that love your material, that will take a liking to your material or your work or your design and give you what you're asking and consistently buy whatever you have available or whatever you have newly designed. So you know, emotional pricing is not for beginners. It requires a certain level of creative accomplishment as well as knowledge of your market. And it does not apply to mass markets such as ebooks, apps, or digital music downloads. Did you hear that? It ain't but so much money you're gonna make on digital music downloads. Okay? Where you can often make more money by lowering your prices and selling more units. Did you just hear that? And it does not apply to mass markets such as ebooks, applies, or digital music downloads, where you can often make more money by lowering the prices and selling more. In these markets, it's often wiser to ignore how you feel about the price of an individual unit. It may feel unfair to charge only $4.99 for an ebook that took you months to write. Your time, effort, and creativity are worth a lot more than that. But you will sell far more copies at $4.99 than $20. So when the money rolls in, you should feel better at a lower price point. Emotional pricing works best for creatives who are selling originals, artworks, or creative designs. Start by checking whether emotional pricing is appropriate for your situation. Okay? Now, these are the key things that you have to look into in the process of doing this now. Like I said, don't just go out there, you know, on a limb or just go out there thinking money, because it's not all about money. I'm going to tell you something. This is kind of funny to me. You know what I mean? To me, it is. Someone had me. Someone had me because I'm an artist too, as well. You know, I draw. You know, I paint. You know, I'm good with freestyling or freehanding, whatever. And Someone asked me to draw a company logo for them, to design or create a company logo for them. So I did as they said, and I made copies, but I made individual copies. I drew. I gave them like different ideas of, what I pretty much made copies of the same one because they needed so many copies. And I drew the same logo several times, like thrice. So in doing so, after being completed with the design, I go ahead and I say, hey, listen, I'm done. What do you think? And they told me I was in the last one I was almost done with, you know, and they came and they said, this should be this way and this should be this way. Could you just do this and could you do that? And could you put this here and put that there? Do you not know that I got angry? I became angry. I was infuriated. I felt disrespected. You know what I mean? Because I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about it. And I feel that by you doing this one little thing, I understand that you paid for this, but at the same time, it's like you're ruining a perfectly great piece of work. You're ruining it. You know, why would you ruin it? I'm sitting here telling you, like, it won't look right. It won't, but I understand, that, that's just how I am. You're ruining you're ruining a perfect piece of art. Why would you do that? And I snapped. I didn't snap, but I became, I was upset. I got mad with him. You know what I mean? I was angry because I poured my heart into it. You know what I mean? And now you're asking me to put this there and put that there. You were pleased just a moment ago, but now you're saying to put this there and put that there. But they're paying their money, so I had to do what they asked of me. But I was mad. I felt disrespected. I felt like someone cursed me, man. For real. I felt like someone cursed me, guys. You know what I mean? And I was highly upset. I had to drop my coloring pencils and everything and step away from the matter for a minute. you know. I went and laid down. I got, a bit of a migraine headache, you know, and I was going back and forth talking to myself because I was upset. I was upset because that as an artist, any artist out there, that any artist out there knows this and they can relate, they can feel me on it. You know, anything that you feel has been perfected as an artist, any slight change or any addition or anything, any additive or anything that you add on or anything that someone requests to take off when you look at it as being or you perceive it as being so perfect, it's looked as or it's looked upon as an insult, man. Anybody that's passionate about it, and that's how I feel about music. But I said that to say this: don't just create prices and that that's not what it's worth. You're just trying to make money. You know what I mean? No, it's more about the respect of your product or your quality, and this is what you feel is worth. Art is priceless. True indeed. Artwork is priceless. True indeed. You know, music is priceless. True indeed. But you have to eat as well. So, if you have to set a price range, that's fine. But don't cheat yourself. If you feel that you have something that is awesome or incredible, don't cheat yourself. Don't worry about who isn't going to buy it because there's supporters all over the world, globally. There's supporters everywhere you look, So don't be discouraged by what someone doesn't buy. That's your price. You set your price, and that's what it's going to be. Don't lower it. Don't lower it for anybody. You know what I mean? That's your brand. That's your product. You know, you have the Tommy Hill figures. You know, you have the Givenchy's, you have the Versace, you have the Louis, you have the Pradas, you know, you have the Pradas, you know what I'm saying? You have your Kenneth Cole, you know, you have your Madden, you know, I mean, hey, need I go further? And they you have your Louis, you know, like I said, Louis Vuitton, you know, hey, these designers make money. Why? Because people respect their brand, people respect their art, you know, people respect their creativeness, you know, and they feel that what they have created suits their character perfectly. Oh, this is my style right here. You know, I like this. I'm feeling this. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling this. I'm going up. Yeah. I like that. How much is this belt? Oh, okay. Belt 200, $300. Okay, boom. Okay. No problem. Why? The people pay for what they feel is worthy of compensation. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to go out there and lower the price on whatever it is you have. That's what separates you from everything and everybody else. That's if it's quality. See, that's if it's quality. If you have something to offer, that's what sets you apart from everybody. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to set your rate to, set your rate to it. You know, set your rate, arrange it, and leave it. Simple as that. Leave it. Don't change anything. And when I say anything, guys, don't change anything. But don't try to just put anything together either. It has to be a work of art. You know what I mean? Definitely. Don't just do it thinking that you're gonna reap benefit from something, you know, or reap benefit from nothing because you know you didn't put anything into it to reap that kind of benefit. So here's another example, guys. Okay, now I'm gonna go over how to use emotional pricing. Pick an absurdly low price and then imagine you have just sold your work, painting, print, project for that price. Ignore any thoughts that arise and focus on your body. How does it feel? What emotions do you experience? At this price point, you should be feeling pretty bad. So don't stay here alone. I'm sorry, write down the low price and the feeling next to it and move on. Now move the price up a little and repeat steps 1 to 2. Notice the difference in how you feel at this stage. You should feel less bad, if not exact. So, you know, that it's pretty much scaling. You scaling upward. You know what I mean? You can start at a certain price and, you know, you can scale upward. You know what I mean? You may have some that's buying more at the lower level, you know, but as things are progressing, you know what I mean? You gradually, you know, raise your price, you know, raise your price, you know, and then, you know, I feel, me personally, I feel that wherever you start your price is how you should end it. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel, guys, about that situation. So does anyone have any questions for me? Now we have one more thing that I'm gonna get into too. Does anyone else have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions, guys? Does anyone have any questions? Okay, now I have just one more thing to cover. Okay, and this is due to taxes. Okay, now I understand that you're an entrepreneur, an indie artist. I understand that you're a painter, you know, and you're shopping, you know, different galleries or you're making money in different galleries. You know, I understand that, you know, you're an artist or a songwriter, a singer. But see, let's not forget the importance of paying taxes. Many may say, well, hey, I don't have to pay my taxes. True, you don't. But the reality of it is the situation, you know, I'm gonna just say it like that. The situation, our current situation, the government, you know. So you can say, hey, I'm not gonna pay this, I'm not gonna pay. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to. And it's not being afraid or anything like that, but just do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Because our country needs you, the same as we need them. And if you know how to use them in the way that they have been set up or arranged to use them, you would do that. You know what I mean? You would do that. Our country is built on commerce. So they use all of it's commerce. So use and utilize all of your resources because I'm going to tell you like this: they have them. They have them. A whole lot of them, guys. And one thing about it, as long as you making money, they're pleased. That's the only thing that they really care about or concerned about. You know what I mean? And hey, why shouldn't you be? Because what you need, they have it for you. You just got to do what you got to do to go about getting it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're making money, the government is pleased with you. They are very much pleased. So pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. Paying your taxes brings you favor with the government. So pay your taxes. All right? Don't be stubborn. Saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna do." Pay your taxes because I'm telling you, when you don't pay your taxes, it's gonna hurt you in the long run. And to those of you that are looking for, or to those of you that are looking to build your credit, building your credit is very important too when you're in business because there's a lot of things that your corporation or your company or your business or you being an indie artist or whatever that you may need that you will not qualify for if you don't have a certain credit level. If your credit level isn't at a certain level, as I said. So building your credit is a good thing. A lot of people say, hey, why do you need credit? Only if you knew that dollar in your pocket, what it was really worth. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, credit is good. Credit is good. Build your credit. That's definitely important, because very soon, mark my words, very soon, guys, it will be needed. And if you knew like I knew, you know what I'm saying? You'll get your affairs in order. You'll get everything you need in order and better prepare yourself not only for business but for events to take place or things to come in the near future. Because time changes and so does our environment, and what you carrying around in your pocket, you better off leaving the lint there. You know what I mean? So uh just get it together, guys. And if you need for any reason, if you would need uh, to straighten your credit out, I know a lot of people, they don't have great credit. Their credit is either ruined or they have no credit at all. Uh, if you need your credit repaired, there's a few people, that I know, that will repair your credit or help you to repair your credit. All you have to do is just send me an email, and she's very professional. She's been doing this for quite some time, and what you can do is you can reach out to her, and she will repair your credit or help you to consolidate your debt, you know, and it won't take long, guys, and she will definitely take care of you. And to those of you as well that are looking to enhance your look, she can also help you there too. You ladies that are looking for lipo or looking to do surgery, she'll also help you out there as well. And she's a public figure too. So if you need any help with any of that, credit, consolidation, or repairing your credit, and you're also looking to enhance your look, ladies. If you're looking to enhance your look, she can also steer you in the right direction. She can definitely help you there. She's tied to several other people, public figures. So just inbox me, guys, and we'll take care of it. We'll take it from there. So if anyone would have any questions, that would be great, guys. So we covered the credit situation. We covered emotional pricing, and I also want you to check out the ebook that I have. I have an ebook that Emerald Music Group has just published, guys. I want you to take a look at this. I want you to take a look at this, guys. We just published a book. It's called The Secrets of the Music Industry. And it's covering quite a few things, guys, that I think that is very informative. What you can do is you can download yours free, okay? You can download your ebook free. It's absolutely free, costing you, it's not going to cost you a dime, okay? We just recently published this book, and we feel that it is very helpful to the community, the music community, and we want you to share this. We want you to share this, we want you to read this, and we also want you to download this. Here's the link right up here, guys, okay? There's your link. And the secrets of the music industry, just to give you a brief summary of some of the things that we have in here. Are you a small business owner? Gifted magazine. We decided that we'll put Gifted magazine within this ebook because they have lots to offer too. For the small business owner, there's lots of things that they do as far as managing social media accounts. For the small business or the business, managing their accounts and creating accounts for them to pretty much put, to get their ad or to get their message out and message in front of the audience that, it's needed. We get into quite a few things, the different forms, how to copyright music, you know, uh, the short forms, there's quite a few things here. Protect ourselves for as protection, going viral on YouTube. There's quite a few things on here, guys. So I want you to look into this, and I want you to share it, and I want you to tell someone about it. So the different T-shirts and stuff like that that are available onto the website here. Your Shopper's Guide, myshopify.com. So I think I have a window open already. Yeah, so there's fight T-shirts here too. You guys interested in a fight that's coming up. You can check these out. Only $13.99, guys. Get your Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor shirt right here. Okay, only $13.99, guys. If you guys are looking to you know what I mean, to go to the fight, or if you guys are looking to check it out with family and friends on the television, here you are right here. Here you are. This is just one of the designs that the eShop has. $13.99, guys. And then you have this one right here. You have this one right here, guys. So if you're into that, they have shirts, there. They have shirts here too. If you would like to, purchase a shirt, they have shirts available, T-shirts for you, funny tees, humor tees, get lost in the music, you know, forget your format, spin my record. I bought me one of these. I bought this one, and I also bought this one. You know, I have to get this one right here. I want to get this one right here too. But it says, that I wasn't agreeing with you T-shirt. That's a cool one too. But that's what the ebook. This is what some of the ebook. Of these are some of the things that the ebook has within them. So I mean, go and share. Share this book, this ebook. And be sure to follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, guys. And hey, like I said, we will do great things together. I hope that you guys have enjoyed, you know, uh, this time that I've shared, that being together with you guys. I hope that it was, I hope that it was helpful. Truly, I do. I hope that it was helpful, and I hope that you find it, useful. You can use this. It wasn't very much, but I told you that I was going to give you just a few deep details, about it. There's lots of things that I know, and there's a lot of things that I don't know, but the things that I do know, I try to give you as much as I can or as much as possible. So it can help you. You know what I'm saying? It's tough out here, guys. It's tough out here. Really, it is. It's tough out here, and it's about survival. You know what I mean? It's about survival, guys. Point blank, period. And no one cares. No one cares. So it's like you gotta go for what you know. That's all. You can be passive if you want to. You know, Sometimes you just gotta get aggressive. Go for what you want, guys. Don't let anything stop you. You gotta get aggressive. You gotta get hard. You gotta toughen up, and you gotta have tough skin. Tough skin, and you just gotta endure, guys. Go for it. Don't be afraid. Go for it, but do it with caution. Don't be so afraid that you turn down opportunities either, though. Every opportunity ain't good. But you have to analyze situations. You have to sit back and watch. You have to sit back. You have to go off the emotion of the current situation. You got to go off of the emotion of your gut, and what you feel. Follow your gut. Go with that gut feeling. You get that gut feeling. You know what I mean? You know what you need and what you need not to do. So, with that being said, guys, this is going to conclude, our webinar. I appreciate everyone coming out. This is going to conclude the three things every artist and musician should know. This is the webinar that I said, that I was going to prepare for. And I must say that I had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time, guys. I've been rocking with you now for what, a little over an hour, now, guys. And, it's been great. It's been fun. So subscribe to the channel, guys. Be sure to check in with me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the real, on Will's, the Williams World. I'm sorry. I have so much going on at one time, guys. Williams World on YouTube. Check me out there. Singing lessons. William Alexander, singing lessons. Be sure to check me out there. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Be sure to subscribe to those channels. But that's where I'm going to be doing the singing lesson. The singing lesson. Some days I might even do them here, but we'll see about that. But for right now, we're going to continue the singing lessons onto the Williams World YouTube channel. Singing lessons. William Alexander, search bar. Get at me in the search bar, and you'll find me there. But like I said, we will do great things together. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort. And guys, I hope that you find this, or that you found this information very helpful, and that you use it. Use it. Share it with somebody. Tell somebody. Tell a friend. So I love you guys. Be encouraged. And until next time, guys, we will do great things together. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock Central, which is high noon, guys. So until next time, I love you. Have a pleasant weekend and be safe out there, guys. Peace.